Charlie had been the Anderson family's loyal golden retriever for over 12 years. His once vibrant coat was now peppered with gray, but his spirit remained unwavering. He was a beloved companion, adored by the family and the neighborhood. Yet, this spring, something was wrong. Margaret Anderson noticed that Charlie was bumping into furniture more frequently. "Something's not right with Charlie," Margaret said one evening, concern creeping into her voice. She and her husband, Tom, watched as their faithful companion navigated the living room slowly, his nose almost brushing the floor. The vet's diagnosis was a heavy blow, progressive cataracts in both eyes. "Charlie's going completely blind," Dr. Roberts explained gently. "It's not uncommon in older dogs, but his condition is worsening quickly." In the weeks that followed, Charlie's world grew darker. His once energetic movements slowed, and he spent more time curled up by the fireplace, reluctant to venture outside. His tail, once in constant motion, now only wagged occasionally. Margaret could see the joy draining from her old friend, and she felt powerless. Desperate, Margaret, a retired school teacher, spent countless hours researching how to help blind dogs. She rearranged the furniture to create clear paths, added scented markers around the house, and placed textured mats to help Charlie find his way. Still, the sparks seemed to be fading. "He needs something more than what we can offer," Margaret said one morning, watching Charlie decline to join his usual morning walk in the backyard. "He needs a friend, someone who understands his world in a way we can't." That's when their granddaughter, Sophie, showed them a video of a cat guiding a blind dog at a shelter. The idea seemed far-fetched, but Margaret couldn't shake the feeling that this might be exactly what Charlie needed. "We're going to the shelter today," Margaret announced to Tom. Little did they know, this decision would lead to a friendship that would change Charlie's life forever, and perhaps the town's as well. At the local shelter, the noise of barking dogs and meowing cats filled the air. But Margaret and Tom were focused on one thing, finding a cat for Charlie. "I think I may have the perfect cat for you," Sarah, the shelter manager, said with a smile. "She's a little different, though." Sarah led them to a quiet corner of the cat room where a striking gray cat with golden eyes perched on a high shelf, observing everything around her. "This is Luna," Sarah introduced. "She's about 3 years old. Luna has been helping our elderly cats find their food bowls and guide them to the litter boxes. She's very intuitive." Luna's calm demeanor and intelligence immediately captured Margaret and Tom's attention. "She might have been a therapy cat," Sarah continued. "She's incredibly patient." Sarah placed Luna near a blind elderly cat, and they watched in awe as Luna gently guided the cat toward its water bowl. "That's incredible," Margaret whispered, wiping a tear from her eye. But how would Luna react to a dog? The shelter staff carefully introduced Luna to Charlie in a quiet room. Charlie, unsure in the new space, moved slowly and cautiously. Luna observed him intently, then walked up to him, making a soft trilling sound. Charlie's ears perked at the strange noise. Instead of showing fear, Luna approached Charlie calmly, walking in a figure-8 pattern around his legs, brushing against him gently. The old dog, once stiff with uncertainty, began to relax. His tail gave a small wag, the first sign of happiness they'd seen in weeks. Then Luna did something extraordinary. She took a few steps away from Charlie, trilled again, and Charlie, responding to the sound, slowly turned his head toward her. Luna repeated the trilling sound, guiding him closer. "She's showing him the way." Tom marveled, watching in amazement. The first few days of Luna's arrival at the Anderson home were filled with adjustments. They had prepared for her arrival with a special bed and climbing posts, but Luna seemed more interested in Charlie than any of the new amenities. From the very first night, she slept on the edge of Charlie's bed, keeping him close. If Charlie stirred or seemed disoriented, Luna would trill softly, reminding him that he wasn't alone. The real breakthrough came during breakfast on the third day. Charlie had been hesitant to walk to his food bowl since losing his sight, but that morning, Margaret and Tom watched in awe as Luna led Charlie step by step to his meal. She tapped his bowl with her paw, creating a distinct sound, then gently nudged Charlie forward. "They're like a team," Margaret whispered to Tom. It was clear they were witnessing something extraordinary. Luna developed a series of signals to help guide Charlie. A soft meow meant, "Step up." A gentle paw tap indicated, "Careful, obstacle ahead." And a trilling always meant, "Follow me. It's safe." With Luna by his side, Charlie's confidence began to return. He started exploring the backyard again, guided by Luna's steady presence. Neighbors were amazed at the transformation. Charlie, once a defeated dog, was now walking proudly with his head held high, his tail wagging more often. And Luna was always there, her gray form following him, a shadow to his golden one. One afternoon, Mrs. Jenkins from next door came over, tears in her eyes. "I just saw the most beautiful thing," she told Margaret. Charlie was napping in the sun, and he started whimpering in his sleep. Luna went right to him, pressed against his side until he calmed down. Then she groomed his face, just like a mother would for her pup. As winter approached, Charlie faced new challenges. The first snowfall disoriented him, and for the first time since Luna arrived, he hesitated at the back door. Luna, however, had a plan. She ventured out first, leaving clear paw prints in the fresh snow. She returned to Charlie, pawing at his side, then began creating a path for him to follow. "That cat is smarter than most people I know." Tom marveled as he watched Luna guide Charlie through the snow. As the seasons changed, so did Charlie's needs. Luna adapted to every challenge with remarkable ingenuity. She would push small rugs into place with her nose to create textured pathways, and when Charlie's arthritis flared up, she gave him gentle paw massages to help him feel better. The local veterinarian, Dr. Roberts, was amazed at their bond. Luna isn't just guiding Charlie. She's problem-solving, actively improving his quality of life. "It's extraordinary," she said, documenting their story. Soon, Charlie and Luna became local celebrities. Their story inspired the creation of the Charlie and Luna program at the shelter, pairing disabled animals with companions who could help guide them. Charlie and Luna's bond became a symbol of love, patience, and the power of friendship, touching hearts all over the community. Even after Charlie's passing, Luna continued to inspire. The Anderson family received letters from families who had adopted blind pets and were guided by cats just like Luna. Luna's influence spread far and wide, inspiring a children's book, The Cat Who Became Eyes, teaching young readers that friendship knows no boundaries. Years later, the Andersons established a fund at the shelter, the Guiding Light Fund, in Luna's memory. The local community, still deeply moved by the story of Charlie and Luna, would forever remember the extraordinary bond they shared. Today, a bronze statue of Charlie and Luna stands in Central Park, a reminder to all that love and friendship can bridge any divide. The plaque beneath reads, "For Charlie and Luna, who taught us that true friendship lights the way through any darkness, and that love knows no boundaries." As the sun sets over the park, some say they can still feel the magic that Charlie and Luna brought to their town, an enduring legacy of compassion, hope, and the transformative power of love.